No. Hey everybody, this is Dom Panetta. I'm here in Vail Village this morning. It is a cold one, so make sure you bundle up. We have a lot going on this weekend. It's Friday, so we're about to have a fun weekend with everybody. We got Yeti games, we got live music, we got hat painting over at Quetzal. I want to talk more about that. We got plenty of other things too. Trisha's in studio. We got a fun show for you, so let's get it started. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson, hanging out in the studios at the Grand Hyatt Vail. We just saw Don Panetta at the base of Bridge Street in Vail Village, and yes, we are kicking off the weekend today. And what an amazing week of powder in the clouds, and then powder in the sun yesterday. I did not get out there; I was too busy working. But there were plenty of people that were telling me what the conditions were like and how it was one of their top 10 days, maybe top 5 days, especially yesterday with the visibility improving so much. Going back in the back bowls, the snow was light and fluffy because the temperatures were nice and cold. It's that January snow that we love here. It's a little chilly to be out there. Believe me, you need the hand warmers and you got to keep your feet warm and your toes warm, but it is worth it. But thank you if you just arrived. We got a big weekend for you. A lot of things going on the slopes, off the slopes as well. And if you are watching us via Facebook or YouTube during the live show, you can chat with us. So we've got a feature. You can chat right there in the corner. You can ask us questions during the live show, 7:30 to 8:30 Mountain Time. And then we're also on Channel 17, Outside Television on Comcast. So if you're at your condo and you're watching us on your phone, and you can put us on the big screen. So just wanted to let you know that. So a couple of different things. And we're going to be bouncing back and forth to see where Dom's going. We'll get a look at the lift line at 8:15, 8:30 or so. But I think a lot of people will be out there enjoying it today. Now pay attention to the crawl on the bottom of the screen. That gives you Vail groomers as well as Beaver Creek groomers. If you want to kind of plan your day around that. Some people don't like the powder. They're looking for a little corduroy. And I think you'll find it today. Visibility today, I think we're going to be dealing with some cloud cover. And let's get to the weather to let you know what we can expect. And this is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, just about a half-hour drive away from Vail, up over Vail Pass, exit 205. You'll find the outlets on both sides of the interstate. But we're going to be seeing some cloud cover throughout the day. The National Weather Service is calling for about a 30% chance of scattered showers, mainly starting this afternoon around 3 o'clock. Humidity level high this morning, so it's going to almost feel a little bit cooler right now as well. We're in the teens. At the base, we're in some single digits and right around 10 degrees, Beaver Creek and Vail Mountain. Those are the temperatures up on the mountain. Keep in mind, for every 1,000 feet of vertical that you travel, you're going to have a couple of temperatures drop. So even if it feels nice and warm at the base or getting out of the parking garage, it's going to be a bit cooler once you get up to the top. You know, sometimes we have those inversions. We're not having that today. So take our word for it. It will be cooler up on the top of the mountain. And winds won't be too bad today. Tonight, maybe an isolated shower before 11 p.m., then a little fog after 4 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy overnight, and our temperatures tipping down into the single digits. But for your Saturday, we could see a chance of isolated showers, meaning it won't be widespread, it'll be isolated in nature, and we'll see maybe a little patchy fog in the morning, maybe on the drive in. Otherwise, mostly cloudy with a high right around the mid-20s. Overnight lows dropping back down into the single digits. And then Sunday, we'll see a 50% chance of snow showers after 11 a.m. So we're not going to get a lot of accumulation out of these storms. They're kind of scattered in nature, isolated showers in nature. So here's what Open Snow is predicting. Maybe 1 inch on Saturday, another inch on Sunday. By Monday, maybe we see a little bit more snow picking up with 3 inches on both resorts. And then a pretty calm week as compared to what we've seen. Well, 11 inches, 50 15 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches. It's been all over the board this month. And Vail Mountain has surpassed the 200-inch mark. All right. So 200 inches season to date. And that's pretty remarkable for only the 20th of January. Over at Beaver Creek, we're not far behind. Beaver Creek is looking at, let me grab the snow report here for you. Beaver Creek season to date, just trailing behind a little bit. They're looking at 178 inches current season to date totals. So that's what we're looking at. No new snow, of course, in the last 24 hours because we had that abundance of sunshine, and that is really gonna not be with us today. We've already got the cloud cover out there, but we have cool temperatures. Let's check in with Dom and see what it really feels like out there. He's braving the elements. I've got the nice, cozy studio. But Dom, what does it feel like out there?
Trish, you're bragging about the warm studio while I'm out here freezing my butt off.
Yeah, totally.
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good weather. I'm bundled up, so I'm fine as well. But we got people hitting the lift, so it must be that First Turns Club again.
Oh yeah,
is today.
Yeah, the first tracks.
Yeah, first tracks. So I've seen a few people coming down the mountain already, and definitely have seen people getting on the gondola. So I think it's a first tracks day today, and that means there's going to be people. Hopefully we get a couple shots of some people coming down right there. Yeah,
totally. I think I saw someone coming down just behind you. And a lot of those could be skinners because if people are skinning up the mountain, they're supposed to be down 15 minutes before the lifts open. So it'll be down by 8:15. Once again, no dogs out there. I just spoke to Ellen Miller yesterday, and she runs the Vail Uphill Facebook page, and she's trying so hard to let us keep this privilege of going uphill. And let me tell you, the dogs are really not good, and they're worse over at Arrowhead. So we don't see as many at Vail. Vail's behaving. I see some people right around Pepe's face, right at the top, very, very top. Are they going to make it down?
Snowboarders too.
All right,
Trish.
Okay.
So I have a question. When you have to be down by 8:15, have you ever skinned up in the morning? Like what's a good start time?
You know what? So I usually go out of Arrowhead, and so I like to get up there around like 6:45. I usually go up in about an hour, and then, I just kind of want to get up and get done and get down. A lot of people have to get to work, that sort of thing, but it probably just depends on, calculate how much time it takes to get to wherever your destination is, whether maybe it's the top of the Eagle Bond Gondola, maybe you're going up out of Gold Peak, and Midvale is going to be your stop if you take Riva and those trails up. But yeah, any snowshoeing, hiking. Oh, they did make it down Pepe's face. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's very icy.
And just to reiterate the no dogs policy,
Yeah.
there are places you can take your dog. So that doesn't mean you can't
Oh,
take
yeah.
your dog skinning. Go to Meadow Mountain. There are open,
Meadow Mountain,
dog
Lake
friendly
Creek.
mountains out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Totally.
do your research there and make sure you bring dog poop bags. Like pick up your dog's poop. Yeah, you can leave it on the trail at the bottom if you want to come back for it, but make
Yeah.
sure you're cleaning up after yourself.
Totally. Yeah. And hop on that Vail Uphill Facebook page. You can join it, and that'll kind of give you some different ideas of what's kind of going on with the rules. They're all posted at the base. Of course, stay away from the winch cats. But hey, let's get back to downhill skiing, letting gravity do the work and the lifts bring you up. Dom, have you been out there for these powder days this week?
I have not been out there. I've been so sore from Yeti games. I just take the week to myself and to recover. But speaking of, we have big games this weekend against New York Fire Department. So my body's going to be even more sore after this weekend. These are big boys coming to town.
Oh, I know. Yeah, this is so neat because we know you play, Breckenridge and Jackson Hole and the Bison, the Boulder Bison. But to have the fire department, New York, come out, this is pretty cool. And this isn't the first time it's happened. They've been coming out for a couple of years now.
Yeah, they've been coming out, I think, for 5 years, and we've actually started to schedule them more times now. So we play them twice, 2 weekends out of the year every season here, or every season nowadays. But It's become quite a rivalry. As I've mentioned before, there's been fights, there's been staples in my head, there's
Oh
been
my gosh.
um, goals, a lot of drinking beer at the game. So it's a fun, rowdy time.
Yeah, it definitely is. Oh yeah, this should be good. And you can get your tickets in advance for $10 online. And I know you've been selling out. You've been filling the barn, as you say, filling the arena, Dobson Arena, right in Vail. So it's such a cool thing to do, even if you don't know much about hockey and you're just in town for this weekend. Come on to this. This is going to be a fun atmosphere. And now, so they're coming out. You're going to play them twice. So this weekend and then another weekend. But do you guys ever go to New York, or are they like, hey, no, man, we want to come to the mountains?
Yeah, everybody wants to come to us, and we allow it because we love having everybody come hosting everybody here. It's a fun time. But yeah, one other cool thing about the fire department, they're a legendary team now. So like, they've been around for a while. They have a lot of clout over in the East Coast. And actually, Barstool Sports, which is a big media conglomerate, they are actually covering, doing a documentary on their team this year. So
Wow.
Barstool Sports will actually be at our game filming the New York Fire Department.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, awesome. Well, you know what? This should be a fun weekend. 7:45, national anthem, puck drop. We'll have all the things going on. Doors open at 7, right?
Yep.
Well, you
Yep.
probably don't know. You're in the locker room. All right. Like you're getting warmed
So
up and
far.
everything, but yeah, 7 p.m. is when
Hey,
the doors open.
Trish, back in my Band-Aid days, that's when I would show up to the rink when everyone else would. So,
Okay.
yeah.
But you're not the Band-Aid
but
anymore.
Not anymore.
You're not
anymore.
injured anymore.
But I do. But Trish, I don't know if we have time right now to talk about it, but I do want to talk about downhill skiing and the conditions and everything. So you tell me, are we got
Yeah,
time now?
Leah,
or should
do we have
stay
time now?
next-
Oh, sure. Leah said sure. Yeah, so let's
Okay.
talk. Let's chat. What do you got?
So have you heard about the Stedman Clinic putting on a kids only?
Yes.
race
It's
this
the
weekend?
Vail, yes, the Vail Cup. Okay, so what this is, basically for kids, born after 2007, and so it's a certain age group that we're looking at. They're going to do moguls this Saturday. The next one will be a giant slalom. Then they'll be doing a big air in March, and then they'll have the finals for the giant slalom. But you know what's so cool about this, Dom? It's free. So it's just kind of a test it out. If your kids like moguls, if your kids are interested in racing, Ski and Snowboard Club Vail is letting you check this out and try it all out.
Yeah. So hey, I am getting old these days. What is 2007? Is that 15 years and younger, or
Yeah,
14
yeah,
years?
I
And
think so. Yep,
Okay.
yep. So
Okay.
so young teen and younger, and so you can see kind of the full gamut. They're going to give you the bib. You'll sign up, sign the waiver, and then if your kid is going to do the whole series, they just said keep the bib, bring it back the next time, and we'll go from there. But that's pretty cool. That's a really first class hill.
It-
So
I'm very jealous of these kids because I mean, if I was a kid and I had this opportunity, I would definitely hop on it.
yeah,
I think it's a 3-race series. So yeah, like you said, they start with moguls and they end up doing slalom by the end of it. So
yeah.
super cool stuff, and the fact that they are able to keep track of the standings and kind of tell you where you're at with your age groups is really cool. So
Oh yeah.
a lot of props to the Stedman Clinic for putting this on.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? A great group of sponsors that are making this happen. And you never know what's going to spark with the kids. We just talked to Tess Johnson at Yeti's Grind, and she was like, she was in these programs. So was Kai Owens. And we've got the new Kai Owens video from our discussion with her, our little Legends and Locals series at Yeti's Grind. Why don't we take a look at how Kai Owens got her start?
Hey everyone, my name is Kai Owens. I'm a freestyle mogul skier on the US ski team. I'm a 2022 Olympian, and I grew up here in Vail, Colorado. Right now we're here at the Yeti's Grind in the Edwards location, and I am drinking this beautiful chai latte with oat milk. My go-to is typically almond milk, but today I'm drinking oat milk. Yeah, so I moved here. I was adopted from China actually by my parents that lived in Denver, and we moved up here when I was 4 years old. I joined the ski school with Vail Resorts for a while, and then I joined the ski club Vail, and I kind of just grew up skiing. I did all the different disciplines, but landed on mogul skiing, and just loved everything about it. So grew up through that program, and then kept moving up through the ranks, made the US ski team when I was 14 years old, and then kind of just continued my career, and then ended up going to the 2022 Olympics last year. So it's been quite the roller coaster. I'm dealing with a couple injuries right now, but I'm happy to be kind of home for the holidays and excited to celebrate New Year's.
What's the review on the chai?
It's good. It's more of a sweet chai here, which honestly I like. I have a bit of a sweet tooth, so I give it like a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And the latte art's beautiful, so it gets extra points for that. Well, I have 3 main stops that I love when I come back to Vail. First, I like to see my family and my dogs. I have 2 little French bulldogs named Miso and Mochi, so that's kind of funny. But one of my favorite things to do when I'm home, like the first thing I do is go to the Westin and utilize their facilities and then get a massage. So that's a really amazing privilege that I have here. And my last stop is actually my dad's office over at Vail Vision. I like to just go over there and hang out with him and get lunch at the boardroom or Smiling Moose. My parents were kind of just like big ski enthusiasts. They just loved it, and I learned how to ski in Winter Park when I was like 18 months old, and I just loved the adrenaline, the thrill. I liked going fast, I liked jumping, and I liked the challenge of moguls. So all those things play into mogul skiing, and I just loved my team. You actually interviewed her. She's another Vail Valley local legend. Her name's Tess Johnson. She also grew up going to Vail Ski and Snowboard Academy and grew up skiing at Ski Club Vail. So I kind of just followed in her footsteps, and then am now lucky enough to call her a teammate. And so getting to kind of watch her and learn from her has been an amazing part of my career. My next step, well, step 1 is to get fully healthy. I tore my ACL, meniscus, and LCL in the spring. And had surgery in April, and then over the past whole season last year, I tore my rotator cuff labrum and capsule in my shoulder, and so I had a shoulder surgery in August. Right now I'm about 8.5 months post knee surgery and about 5.5 post shoulder. So I'm getting really close to my return to snow. I've been jealous about how much it's been snowing here. My parents love Vail Mountain, and so they'll get to go ski it. And I'm looking forward to getting to go ski Vail Resorts and just get to go ski, do what I love again. Advice that I'd give my younger self. Well, I'm dealing with 6 torn ligaments this year, so I would tell her to slow down a bit. I'd wait an extra 2 seconds before you hit a jump. Make the most of every moment, you know? I try and, I'm very grateful, and I've been been given so many great opportunities. So I have a gratitude journal that I like to go into every night and kind of be like, I'm so lucky. This is, look at all the opportunities I've been given, even with my injuries. But having to sit out skiing and competing this year, I would say make the most of your time when you get to ski, when you're healthy, and all the opportunities you've been given. Kind of just take a moment and slow down and realize everything. I go to University of Utah. I'm majoring in kinesiology. I kind of figured I broke it, so I might as well learn how to fix it. So I'm pretty passionate about kind of the medical field and learning about that. So that's been really fun this year. Words that I live by, there's definitely a lot. But I love skiing and my sport with my heart and soul. So what can I do to be better? Better at skiing, a better person, and better competitor. So that's kind of just what I like to tell myself in the morning and strive after. Yeah.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality of care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
We are back. Time now for headlines for Friday, January 20th. And on the cover, going soft. Fresh snow coats the recreation path Wednesday in Avon. There's a possibility of more snow throughout the weekend. We probably won't see the 11 inches, that kind of accumulation, but every little dusting seems to help. It's been a winter wonderland out there, and this is just a gorgeous shot along the Eagle River. But headlines for today, all eyes on Michaela. Michaela Schifrin says she's not expecting a win in Cortina speed events, but her fast training runs have Italians giddy. They'll see her record-breaking 83rd victory. More on this on page A4, and we've got our Michaela pin. We're just waiting for her to win. This was from the 2015 Alpine World Ski Championships, where she was going on Valentine's Day. It's a little heart for Michaela. But also in today's news, higher learning, how Apex Mountain School is creating educational events to build community around the outdoors. So whether you're interested in going ice climbing in the backcountry or doing some backcountry skiing, they want to give you the tools and the knowledge and just let you know some of the warning signs out there. So you can read more about that on page A2 today. Also in today's paper, Gypsum approves large investment in capital projects. So road improvements, a new wastewater treatment plant, and 2 new parks are going to pop up as 2023 priorities. And they've got their budget for Gypsum Days Festival, which is a huge festival, brings in a lot of big name country acts. So learn a little bit more about that on page A3. And also in today's news, we're talking basketball. You know what? We've got a lot of kind of inter-county rivalries going with Vail Mountain School, Vail Christian, Battle Mountain, Eagle Valley. They were all playing each other this week, so you can find out what the results were on page A17. And then we've got weekend picks. If you want to know what's happening this weekend, well, we've picked a couple of things out there. Anything from a New Moon snowshoe tour. How about some award-winning country music with Joe Nichols? We've got the Beaver Creek Snowshoe Series on Sunday, and that ski and snowboard Vail Cup going on with the Moguls competition for free for the kids. So all that can be found on page B1 and page B2. And then, oh, look at this. Ski soup and views at the Gore Creek Grill. And this is a bottomless soup bar at the Vail's Grill on the Gore. So what you can do is maybe do a snowshoe tour, maybe go out on the fat bikes. They've got the cross-country skis, and then come back in. This is the golf course clubhouse, so it remains open with the restaurant, and they've got some fabulous soups, so it's a great way to cozy up and mix up your weekend. If you don't like the crowds on the mountain, you're going to have a lot less people to deal with over at the Vail Nordic Center and clubhouse right there on your way to East Vail. So check that out on page B3. So lots of things in today's Vail Daily. So grab your copy today. It's free in newspaper dispensers from East Vail down to Gypsum, or just go online. VailDaily.com will have these details for you and so much more. But right now, let's talk about the roads. The roads were greatly improved from earlier this week. You could see people just making it into Vail this morning. A lot of eastbound traffic coming through Dow Junction. Maybe they're going to try to head on up to the mountain, which opens in just a little over a half an hour. Roads are pretty clear. All the interstates are looking good on the valley floor, and even up towards the Eisenhower Tunnel, Vail Pass Summit, they're looking good also. But we want to talk about the side streets and some of the parking lots, the roundabouts. There's still a lot of snow there, and with the sun still being so low in the sky, it doesn't get a lot of sun during the day, and we'll have more cloud cover today. Even the intersections are getting a little tricky. So just kind of inch your nose out a little bit of the car to see those where those stop signs are. But be careful out there. So that's a look at the roads. But let's bring it back out to Dom and see where he is this morning. Oh, he's not ready? Okay. Is he ready? Dom, okay. Hey, Dom.
On there, it's still
Okay,
cold out.
All right. How's everything working out there? Okay, so you're still over by, you're over by the Revabon, chair number 6.
We
Awesome.
made it over here. We thought there would be a lot of kids over here. I don't know what Trish, what time do they show up for Ski and Snowboard Academy?
Well, you know what? Maybe they're, maybe they're in the clubhouse. Maybe they're warming up. Maybe they're doing some dry land.
Yeah, we're at the base of Golden Peak. And back there you can see Revabon and the Gore. If you're over here, the Gore is much bigger than it is in this picture. So I would say make your way over here and check it out, because this is not giving you the full effect of the Gore right now.
Hey, and you know what else, Dom? If you want the shortest walk, okay, you can park in any parking structure, Vail Village or Lion's Head. You can take that free in-town shuttle bus. It'll bring you right next to the building at the Golden Peak base area. And then you just walk on a sidewalk that's always clear and ready to go. And then you climb up like just some really low profile stairs. And then you're at the base. And there's hardly ever a line at the Revabon as well. And sometimes what I do is I'll go up and I'll take the midway point where you can get off, where you can either go like to where they have the terrain park and, the Ski and Snowboard Club Vail, Whippersnapper. You get off and you go off to the back and you go down the catwalk to chair 10. And then you get to Highline in no time at all, especially if they've groomed a little blue ox. You can do a warm-up run, get out there.
That's a good tip, viewers.
Yeah.
Good tip if you're looking to get on the mountain pretty quickly. I did just see the bus roll through. The bus rolls through every 15 minutes, right, Trish?
Yeah.
It's pretty quick.
You know what? Yeah. And they'll have the signs right there saying like next bus 2 minutes, the following bus will be like, 11 minutes, however it is. But those message boards are great and it's real time. So it lets you know, like, do I have time to go into the lodge and get a coffee? Or, my children have to run to the bathroom. Then like, we'll wait for the next bus. Or wait, we'll hop on this bus. And so it's just an easy way. And then Meredith and I were talking about getting off the mountain at the end of the day. And sometimes I like to use the Revamont Express for this as well. When everyone comes out of the back bowls and then they all filter down into chair 11. And even though it's a 6-pack, sometimes there is a little bit of a line. Well, if you don't want to deal with that line, or if you're just ready to kind of be done with your day, then you download on the Revabon number 6, and then you get off at the midway point, and then you take Whippersnapper down, and you basically have the whole run to yourself. And you can go to Vail Village, you can go down to Golden Peak, maybe head over to Manor Vale, the Fitz Lounge, have a few drinks over there, do a little opera over in that location. So there's plenty of options.
Yeah, those are really good tips there, Trish. I'm surprised you're giving those away for things like that. But yeah, no, that's a very good point. My best or my favorite thing to finish my ski day with, Minter Mile. I can ski right to my front door.
Oh yeah,
it's basically like I'm a luxury homeowner when I get to ski at my front door like that.
Totally. So then you take the bus in and then ski home?
No, I just keep telling my girlfriend she's not ready for the Minter Mile yet, so she should drive the car home. And I'll just do the mile.
I'm gonna have a conversation with her. Okay, we're gonna get here. You're gonna be the shuttle driver, and she's gonna be skiing back home. Hey, but you know what, Dom? You know what? We've got a giveaway. Not like right now or anything, but it is. Should we talk about this, Leah? We've got our So tomorrow night we've got Joe Nichols coming to the Villar Performing Arts Center. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the show, but he is going to be playing an unplugged show. He's been touring the country for the last several months. His album came out in February earlier this year, or well, last year, I guess, but about a year ago. So he's going to be doing an unplugged show, and I got a chance to interview him, and he was just such a nice, genuine guy. Should we show the video? But here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to our Instagram page, and they're going to give you all the details. It's usually, like this and do this and ask a friend or whatever, right? It's all that. Okay, yeah. Be following us and the Villar PAC Performing Arts Center. Like this picture. Comment who you'd bring. And there we go. And I've already got my tickets, so of course I can't win anyway. But let's introduce you to Joe Nichols. Oh, joining me now, we have one of country music's most prized traditional country artists with us. We're going to bring in Joe Nichols. He has 6 #1 hits. He also has 8 top 10, and he's still going strong with his 2-decade-plus career. And he's going to be at the Villar Performing Arts Center on Saturday. So we wanted to bring him in to find out a little bit about what we can expect with the show. Joe, thanks so much for phoning in this morning. Great to have you. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from my home in Tyler, Texas, actually. Okay. So hello to y'all this morning / afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. It's noon where he is. It's 11 a.m. where we are. But hey, we just wanted to talk to you before you come out here on Saturday. We're so excited to have you playing at the Villar Performing Arts Center. Such a gorgeous venue. And that'll be this Saturday at 7 p.m. And this is going to be your Unplugged tour. So tell us about this. I know you've been busy touring with the band.
Yeah, we've been kind of gearing up for 23 here with kind of some spot dates. We're up in outside of Duluth this week, and we've got a couple of things later in the month, and of course February is a little bit full. So we like to bounce around from full band shows every now and then. Sorry about that. Every now and then we'll put a power acoustic down, where it'll be me and maybe 2 or 3 other guys, and it's actually more kind of I wouldn't call it a storyteller's night, but it is kind of I do get to talk quite a bit more than I usually do in the regular show. The energy's still there, but I get to tell a few more bad jokes, I think. More bad stories.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a great intimate venue, so that's what I kind of thought. Maybe there'd be a little bit of storytelling going on for this. But let's kind of talk about your career and how you got your start. I mean, tell us about, how you began. I understand that you were a disc jockey and, kind of did all sorts of odd jobs in Nashville, too.
Yeah, boy, I don't even know where to begin on the odd jobs I've had. I was a disc jockey in Springdale, Arkansas, where I grew up, at a place called Beaver 105, today's Hot New Country. I was fired because I played a lot of the old stuff and wasn't too great at following the program log with today's Hot New Country. So that was my first kind of pushback against the man of current country music, I think. Of course, when I moved to Nashville in 1997. Like everybody that moves there trying to, make a music career, you got to do a lot of stuff that you don't want to do. I worked UPS for a few months. That was through the Christmas season. That was a good job. Actually, it was a really good job. I was a cable guy for a minute. I did construction. I did concrete. Concrete is brutal work, as anybody that does concrete will tell you. I was a steak salesman for one day. That was an adventure in itself. I'm a terrible salesman because I can't lie that well, or at least my poker face is not that great. So with steak salesman, it's all about the pitch and everything. And I was, I'm more of a kind of hey, if you like steak, I got steak, but otherwise I'm not going to tell you on this. So I didn't sell anything, by the way. I was broke.
You know what? Maybe you should do a story about all your odd jobs. I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh, wow. I don't think people believe it, honestly. I think I moved furniture, and that was an experience all itself. I think we had this old box truck that we carried office furniture. It seemed like every going out of business sold their office furniture to the next business that was going out of business. And we kind of went from failing business to failing business. And it was a really depressing job, but our box truck was even symbolically falling apart, and we had the metal flashing on the sides was kind of hanging out by about 10 or 12 feet. And so we kind of found ourselves running through the streets of Vanderbilt in this box truck, kind of plowing people down on the sidewalk. We had no idea. So anyway, that was an adventure too.
Okay, but then how did you know when you made it? Like, what did you feel when you're like, okay, this is gonna stick? I've been trying, and I'm gonna keep going with this journey.
I was signed to Giant Records in 1999, and I spent a couple of years there, kind of developing with my producer Brent Rowan, and that time the label president was Doug Johnson, and they kind of gave me very formative couple of years in the studio and writing. And when Giant absorbed into Warner Brothers, I had developed what I felt like this was my style. This is what I'm good at, and that was traditional country sound. That was actually the album Man with a Memory that I was working on. And so what ended up happening was I got taken into Warner Brothers when Giant merged with them, and the direction Warner Brothers wanted to take me was a very pop country, very, a Rascal Flatts sound or one of those guys. And I was like, man, that's just not me at all. And I'm willing to kind of bow out of this because I believe in that. And they did a very cool thing, which you don't have very many labels in Nashville or any other labels in any city do this for people, which is they let me out of my deal free with music. And they let me go seek a label that was more interested in the kind of music I did. So finding that label, that new label, which happened to be Universal South, I realized that having the nerve to say no, in the face of, hey, we'll make you a star. You just got to be our kind of star. I was like, no, thanks. I want to do it my way. That's when I believed in myself enough where when people said, yes, this is worth doing, then I believed that, I was onto something. I was onto something that people would like.
Well, and that's so good because you've stayed true to your roots. You get a lot of accolades from, kind of the classic country, the traditional country. You get a lot of praise from there. But it does seem that you can still kind of bridge the gap and stay relative and stay positive and stay on the same track. And your career has been going on for now 20 plus years.
Yeah, coming up on 21 years in beginning of March. That is crazy to me. I remember back to interviews people when I first started out. A lot of the interviews I first did when The Impossible was my single, they were like, where do you see yourself in 5 years and what's your kind of goal, industry-wise, career-wise? And I remember very distinctly saying, I just want to be here doing this in 20 years. I want to be doing what I love in 20 years and getting paid to do it, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of my first goal. Now my goal is I want to be doing this in 20 more years if I still want to do it and getting paid to do it, hopefully. But I think as I look back on 21 years, it seems like it was yesterday. And my goodness, the amount of I don't know if luck or fortune, whatever you want to call it, blessing, but I have certainly been a benefactor of a lot of blessings. Yeah. And a lot of stuff I didn't deserve, and a lot of hardworking people around me that kind of fought for me and did some amazing things.
Yeah. Well, you just had your album come out last February 2022, and of course you've been touring about, all throughout the country on this, and, Good Day for Living, another great hit out there. Let's talk a little bit about, we got about the music there, but you've also been on the screen, on the big screen. I know you've been in Nashville and everything, but how about the movie that came out in 2021, Murder in Yellowstone City? We watched the trailer and we were like, wow, they should call it Murders in Yellowstone City. There's a lot of guns going off in that show.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Yeah, that's an interesting experience. I think I'm in the trailer for about 3 seconds, 2-3 seconds, and I think I'm in the movie for about 20 seconds. I found out that no matter how much you do on camera, it's all about the editing, all about what makes it through the editing room. So I remember the director's like, I'm so sorry, we had to bounce this down quite a bit. You worked really hard on this, and or not so much in those words, but paraphrasing. And I'm like, no sweat. As long as the movie's good and the way you want it, don't worry about having to make me a star or anything like that. Yeah. I got a side gig going over here, so that's totally okay. But I thought the movie was really cool. The experience was great. Everybody working with everybody up there was really really kind of fun. So it's fun seeing who all's country music fans and who's not.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of neat.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Well, you're going to be in Beaver Creek this weekend for the concert on Saturday night. And I've seen on Instagram you've been wearing goggles before. I mean, I know you've been out there on the hill. Tell us about skiing or snowboarding. Do you do either? And will you get any time to hit the hill this weekend?
I do ski. I tried snowboarding early on, I think in my early 20s, and I believe it did a number on my back and my hips. So I don't know if I'll try that again I don't know at this date. But I get to get a chance to ski a little bit. My little girls, my 8 and 10-year-old, they're kind of into skiing when we get to take a trip up there. This last trip was up to Granby, and hopefully we get a couple more in our very near future. But yeah, we like to ski a little bit. Mama, not so much, but me and the girls, we like to.
Hey, you tell Mom that there's plenty of other things. She can go to the spa while you guys go skiing.
Yeah, that's more her speed. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, well, now it's the time of the program where we do some rapid fire questions. So, Joe Nichols, Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. If you weren't a country singer, what would you be doing?
That is a great question. I have no idea, but it would probably be grunt work, whatever it is. So construction is my guess. I don't know.
But not cement mixing or hauling cement. That's too hard, right?
No, not that. That was
okay.
tough.
Okay. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
New Year's resolutions. I don't think so. I think one of my goals was to get all the work done this next year before December, and maybe take the entire month of December off. This last December, this Christmas season, I was gone quite a bit, and I think kind of with the kids being their age, I don't want to do that one again. I want to make sure this year I want a full Christmas season, maybe from Thanksgiving on through Christmas. I just don't really do much work. So other than that, just basically go do all the work that I can do and fill up the calendar year and squeeze it into 11 months instead of 12.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. What show or movie are you watching right now?
Which movie am I watching right now?
Yeah, or show. Are you into anything?
Show.
Any series?
Oh yeah. There's 3 of them that I can think of. I'm into. Sorry, I don't know what happened here. I'm into Tulsa King.
Okay.
I'm into I guess all Taylor Sheridan movie shows. I'm into 1923, the Yellowstone origin story, and I'm into Mayor of Kingstown. Mayor of Kingstown
Okay.
is that's my jam. So a lot of violence, a lot of blood and violence, but that's kind of my thing.
That's your escape. Okay, perfect. And
Yeah.
then, hey, what's the favorite place you've ever performed?
Ooh, my favorite place I've ever performed. There's a lot of really great experiences at a lot of different places, and I know I'm not trying to get out of the answer. I can think of a few. Red Rocks is great. I get a lot of people that ask, if I've ever played there, and I have, and it was a great experience. I left my wallet up there in the dressing rooms and had to walk back up the hill and convince security that I was who I was, and they let me get my wallet out of there when everything was locked up. That was cool. I love playing Billy Bob's. Every time I play Billy Bob's, Fort Worth, Texas, that's a fun deal. I don't know.
Okay.
I got several of them that are like that. Several good times.
Well, that's good. Well, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate
thank
it.
you.
We know you're on the move, so you'll be in Duluth, and then we'll see you in Beaver Creek, and we're excited for
Yeah.
Saturday's show.
I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, and hope to see y'all out there.
Okay, yep, I'll be there. All right, if you want to get tickets, it's this Saturday, 7 p.m., and you can go to valarpac.org to get those tickets online.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
We are back with Vail Valley Live. Want to let you know what the weather has in store for us today. We're waking up to some cloud cover and some pretty cool temperatures. We're talking single digits or low teens right now on the mountain and similar temperatures on the valley floor. And it'll take a little while for things to warm up. We'll be in the teens through mid-morning. And then by later on this afternoon, we'll probably get into the 20s. The National Weather Service is calling for a 30% of scattered showers, mostly after 3 p.m. So we'll have maybe a shower here and there, but it won't really start going till later on today. Humidity is up this morning too, so that'll make it feel just a little bit cooler. So definitely layer up. I would bring the hand warmers if you don't have the heated gloves, toe warmers if you want. I think they kind of mess with the fit of your boot, so I think a good fitting sock is more important. And don't double up the socks. That's not going to help you. You need some circulation in there. For tomorrow, we're going to see a high right around the mid-20s. We'll be back into the lows in the single digits for tomorrow and Sunday and for quite a bit of the week. So very January-like out there. But that's good. That's keeping this snow nice and consistent. We got so much snow this week. We're at the 200 mark for season-to-date totals over at Vail and 178 for Beaver Creek. Now this weekend, these scattered isolated showers aren't going to produce much accumulation. Maybe 1 inch by Saturday, Sunday, 3 possibly by Monday. And this is according to opensnow.com. So that's a quick look at your forecast. I definitely would wear goggles with a lighter lens to help see through, see the definition on a day like today. And pay attention to the crawl on the bottom of the screen. That's what's going to let you know what's been groomed in the last 24 hours. But let's bring in Dom and see where he is. We let him warm up again during that video with Joe Nichols. Hey, whoa. So what do they have over there?
Yeah, so I'm at Gandhi 1 right now. There's lines popping up.
Oh, wow. Yep.
So it's pretty packed. But look at this. They got whiskey tasting
What?
right next to the gondola.
Whoa.
High West Whiskey. So they're setting up shop right now. I think they're going to be ready to start the day.
Okay.
So if you're over in Vail Village and you're getting on the gondola, walk just a little bit further past it. It's right there. So you can't miss it.
Well, you know what? You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. So I guess that it makes sense. So perfect. Wow, that's a cool setup. They got a really neat booth. It's like a little caboose. Cool.
Yeah. Look at that.
Where are they
Very
based
neat.
out of? Do you know?
I don't
Park
know.
City.
I haven't talked to them.
Oh, Leah said Park City.
You know?
Leah knows.
Park City. There we go.
Park City. All right. Welcome, Park City, to this. Hey, and you know what, Dom? We got some chat over on our Facebook page. So Jerry, she's telling us that the first tracks, that was for Vail Resorts employees. So normally it's like if you've donated to the Vail Valley Foundation or if you're part of a certain club or like over at Beaver Creek, you can pay for first tracks and get out there an hour before everyone else. This one was for the employees. So good on you, Vail Resorts, for getting your staff out there. And that's why we saw so many people come down Pepe's face, I think. They were like, oh, we know this. We know Pepe's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Good on Vail Resorts. Those employees definitely earned it.
Yeah, they
That's
definitely
awesome.
did. And then we have another chat from Paul Richards, longtime friend and fan of the station, and even the rest of us that were on other TV shows before this. He's on his way to Vail today. He can't wait. He's from the UK, so he's been checking things out in Denver, doing some sightseeing. They gave him a toy, a little Honda. I hope it has good snow tires, so he can get up the hill today.
Yeah. Yeah, better put some snow tires on, or hopefully you got all-wheel drive, or it's some type of hatchback
Yeah.
Honda, not a Civic or a Accord or anything like that.
Yeah, not a sedan. We need something with a little more meat to get you up the hill. Okay, but so that's what we've got going on there. But what does it feel like? So a lot of people are hopping in line today.
Yeah, here, I'll start walking over there
Okay.
and showing you the line. But as far as the weather, I mean, I have 2 pairs of pants on right now, and I
Yeah.
have 2 layers of wool, and then I got my big mattress jacket, is what Trish likes to call it. So I'm staying warm out here, but I'm a veteran. I know what I'm doing. For everybody else, you know, it looks like everybody's staying pretty warm. I'd definitely wear a buff if I were you.
Yeah.
But here's the line. So.
Okay. Okay, not too bad. Yeah, it's where you're standing, that's where it was going out on Wednesday. It was popping out into the snow. So we got it going. Hey, but Dom, we got to talk a little bit about Beaver Creek. So I know we
Oh,
mentioned the Joe Nichols concert, and you can win tickets for it. It's on Saturday night, 7 p.m. Go to the Vail Valley Live Instagram page and get that. But a few other things going on today. We've got live music with Helmut Fricker. So he's going to be playing from 1 to 3. And then I think Helmut Fricker is going to be playing over at the Kings Club at the Sun and Alp with John Dunn. So that's going to be a lot of fun. John Dunn will be on guitar, and then Helmut will be with the accordion, and I'm sure they'll be all like later hosened out. So get your oompa on with these guys later on. And then tomorrow, Saturday, we've got the Fossil Posse with Billy Doran from 4 to 5:30. And then caricatures with Ken Carpenter. He does these free caricatures, super fun. He'll be at the plaza from 4 to 6. And then on Sunday, live music again with Helmet. And then there's a new Patagonia kids store. They're doing a scavenger hunt. So that's going to be happening as well.
oh, very cool. And Trish, I also saw Covered Bridge posted this, but Quetzal in Eagle Vale on the we call it the Green Mile. They are doing hat. Oh, look at we got some snowboarders. They're doing paint your own hat for $39, and that's happening today. I think from 4 to 7.
Yes.
But check out Covered
Okay,
Bridge's
let me
story.
see.
It's kind of a cool opportunity to test your art skills.
Well, and you know what? And this used to be formerly Vela Apparel, and they're right next to Hoga Life and Ski Town All Stars, and right next to Route 6 Cafe. The Vail Daily building is over there and everything. But yeah, if you want to make some fun things, and it's neat that they do these events. Let me see if I can pull it up. And yeah, the hat painting that they have going on, the next class, yep. So tonight, trucker hat painting, January 20th. It's $39. That gets you the hat, the instruction, the materials to paint this. But they've got some really cool looks, and you'd be surprised. You might be able to do some cool things, even if you don't think you are very artistic. Oh, look at that. That is so cool. So yeah, so check this out. This is going to be this evening and 5:30 to 7:30. So you could do a little après ski there.
Yeah. Yeah, test out your art skills. Quetzal really has cool apparel as well,
Yeah.
so check them out. And they're right next to Ski Town All Stars. So if you're over there, a lot of cool local business owners. The other spot is Hig Life, and you can grab a coffee over there.
Oh
They
yeah.
have like an outdoor lounge with a fireplace and everything. So it is actually a really good spot to grab your après skiing, as well as Vail Brewing Co. is right there. So a lot of stuff over there.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't make their way that way, but check it out if you're in the area.
Well, and you know what? So Huga Life, so it's actually Huga. It looks, if people get intimidated, how do I say this? It's Hygge, but it's Huga. And you know what they have? They have sauna Saturdays. So have you seen their sauna on a trailer? It's like a little sauna. It's wood. It's so cute. And they have that, and then they have a cold plunge like tub. So you go from hot to cold, hot to cold. You should know this from hockey. This is a way to kind of get out the lactic acid and everything. So you rent the sauna. They have different time slots on Saturdays. It includes a drink that you can get from their cafe. And then you and up to six people total, can check out this experience. So that's another thing happening right over there on Highway 6. So, but yeah, super
Wow.
cute store. Yeah, here, pull up that little Instagram picture. There it is. It's like a big barrel. Oh, we can't click on
Yeah,
it.
that is
Okay.
cool.
But you've seen it. Yeah, you
Trish.
see it. Yeah.
You've just taught me something, and now you know where to find me on my every Saturday from now on. Cold tub and a sauna. Get me over there right now.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Maybe that could be part of your routine. Hey, I got to ask you. So, FDNY, the Fire Department New York, they're coming in. They're going to be the team, the Vail Yeti. You are playing tonight. What time are they going to get here? We were hoping to get an interview with them this morning, but are they still flying in?
I think they flew in either last night, might have stayed in Denver. it's expensive to stay here in
Oh,
Vail.
yeah.
So we don't get our teams up here till Friday and Saturday night because we actually pay the hotel bill for them. But
Oh.
yeah, they usually most teams make their way up Friday morning. Sometimes they fly in Thursday night, stay in Denver, and then come up collectively as a group, renting a big van or something like that.
Okay. Oh, that
So
makes sense. Okay. Okay.
yeah, so
You're not
they're probably on their way right now.
okay. Are they gonna have time to get on the ice and practice, or how does that work?
I I hope not.
Of course you don't. You're like disadvantage, disadvantage. Well, because usually you take your opponents out on the ski hill, beat them up on some moguls, get them tired out. Don't even tell them about the
So
sauna and the cold tub. They're not. You're
yeah,
not gonna
no,
reveal that secret.
no,
Oh my
definitely not
gosh.
telling them about that. We're gonna be bringing them out. I think we're gonna try to take them out to chasing rabbits between games. We hear there's a DJ tonight,
Yeah.
so we might try to get them over there, get them a lot of
Tequila
liquid courage for the
shots.
next game, and yeah,
Have them just slightly hungover, rolling into Saturday.
yeah, yep,
Okay,
yep.
awesome, awesome. Well, it looks like a good crowd out there, and even though we don't have any new snow to report in the last 24, boy, just I've heard so many great things about the back bowls and just how good it was this week. Many people calling it top 5, top 10. So I think people are eager to get after it and maybe finding some secret powder stashes. We're not going to reveal where our favorite stashes are, but are you going to get out tomorrow? Do you think any of those hockey players brought their gear?
Uh, if they didn't, we have stuff they can borrow from us. But yes, I am planning to get out there for sure. I will be doing a Minter mile lap to warm the legs up for Saturday's game.
Yeah, yeah. And if you want to know what kind of skiing Dom does, he's got some video. Like this is how he and his friends get out there. And Dom, this was one of the actual sunny days we've had this season. I've been trying to take some video, take some pictures. It's always cloudy, but this was a good day. This was the back bowls, right? You going down towards
Yep.
looks like the edge of sun up.
Yeah, yep. That's exactly where it is. And it was the perfect conditions. We had snow the night before, and then the sun is out. So I mean, to get a bluebird day with a foot of new powder,
Yeah.
it's typically tough to. It's unheard of. So we were happy that we got out there on that day, and yeah, we did some great skiing.
Yeah. So
As you can see.
and you were taking the video, and who was the video of? One of your buddies?
Justin Fish of Slifer. He's a realtor out here, and
Okay.
I keep claiming that he is the gnarliest realtor in the valley. And that's only because I know him pretty well. I don't know all the realtors here, so if you're gnarlier, come prove it to me, and I'll give you shout outs on here.
Okay, but so you were taking the video. I mean, like, are you on a helmet cam or what are you just doing
So
this
typically.
and trying to
Typically,
ski?
when I'm skiing, I'll bring out my little gimbal that I have for my iPhone, and I'll use that. And typically, that gives me a pretty good stable view. Allows me to keep my eyes on the prize, which is myself and my safety.
Yeah.
And then kind of just use my arm to kind of follow the skier. So.
Okay. So you just kind of like, I think he's there. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna check out my line, and I think he's
Yeah.
over there. But no, fun, beautiful video. All right, I hope you get out there, and best of luck to you guys tonight. I think it's gonna be a very popular game. Vail Yeti hockey playing against Fire Department New York. It's become a rivalry because you guys have been playing each other quite a bit in the last 5 years.
Yeah, it is quite the rivalry, and again, I keep mentioning this, but last time I got injured was against the Fire Department of New York because they are a rowdy group of guys. I think they're just a bunch of angry Italian New York guys, that just like to get their testosterone out. So
Yeah.
luckily we get to be their punching bag this weekend, and but I think we'll take it to them. We're in much better shape this year, and it's going to be a fun, exciting weekend.
Okay, perfect. Hey, we've got some chat from Keith Anderson. He's saying, hey, my buddy Tony Owens and I are looking forward to seeing y'all this week, 12 years running. Thank you guys for bringing us a taste of the mountain life every day. Go Team Vail Valley Live. We appreciate that. Hey, thank you so much, Keith and Tony, for coming out. You're faithful watchers and listeners, and I love seeing the evolution of what you guys have done. So, hey, Keith, we love you guys, and have a great time. I mean, this is gonna be fun. Yeah. And Keith and Tony, if you are around, we could maybe interview you when you were down at the base of either Lion's Head or Vail Village. We're hopefully going to talk to Paul Richards as well. I need to get the Colorado Kid on. I gave him my hat from the Birds of Prey. He asked for that, and I gave it. Instead of the shirt off your back, I just gave him the hat off my head. And but we love our chatters and our viewers, so we really appreciate your watching. So thanks, everyone. Thanks, Dom. Good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow here bright and early, 7:30.